Hello there, welcome back to the Do It Right Tech channel where I take you through everything tech. And in today's video, we are diving into the most hidden part of Samsung phones, Samsung Labs. Now, if you've never heard of Samsung Labs before, they're basically experimental Samsung features, hidden tools, advanced One UI capabilities, and semi-hidden settings Samsung is still testing or refining. And honestly, some of these features are so useful. You'll wonder why Samsung doesn't just expose them to everybody by default. Because through these lab sessions, you can unlock extra features, improve multitasking, access hidden customizations, improve connectivity, and even test upcoming One UI features before most people even know they exist. So if you like getting the absolute most out of your Samsung phone, this video is definitely going to be for you. But without wasting much time, let's dive right into the video. But don't forget to hit the like, smash the subscribe button to come back for more, and hit the bell notification icon so you don't miss out on any video that I post. On that note, let's go. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever used a Samsung feature and thought, how did I not know this even existed? That's exactly what Samsung Labs feels like, because hidden inside your Samsung phones are features that improve performance, unlock hidden controls, add customizations, and even expose tools Samsung hasn't fully released yet. And the scary part is most users never even find them. And you'll see in this video how hidden they are. So let's go. Now let's start with probably the most useful lab sections on Samsung. Imagine you open an application and it refuses to split screen properly. Samsung actually has a hidden lab session designed specifically to force more advanced multitasking behavior. And let me show you how to get to that. So what you're going to do is you're going to scroll down, go into settings. Once you're in here, you're going to scroll down further until you get to advanced features. Tap on advanced features and you're going to see the main labs that is on Samsung phone. In here, you can see here, multi-window for all applications. This allows applications to open in pop-up view or split view, including apps that haven't been designed for these layouts. So you go to your banking application, for example. I'm gonna show you a quick example. To my banking application, and I try to swipe from the side to get it into a pop-up style. Watch this. Immediately it says it cannot go into multi-window. But look, once I'm in here, inside Labs, and I toggle this on. If I come back in here now, and I swipe from the edge, immediately it's going to force it to go into that pop-up style. This is game changing, and I believe that everyone should know where this is and toggle these features on, because this is actually what Samsung is all about, allowing multitasking to be what you can do and allowing productivity at its best. Now also here you can see dark mode applications. You can tap on that, and once you selected this, you're able to toggle an application on that will stay in dark mode even if your entire phone is set to light mode. So you're able to get more power of putting particular applications into dark mode. Here we have back swipe previously. Show a preview of your screen you'll be going back into. So like here we can see a back swipe preview. While using my phone, when I swipe back this way, I only see this icon over there. But if I toggle this on, now when I swipe back, I see the next place I'm going to, decide whether I want to go there or not before I drop it, because if I drop it immediately I jump into it. So you're able to swipe, and as you swipe you're going to see where you're going to jump into before you reach there. Basically, this is one of the hidden gems as labs inside your phone. If you didn't know this, I'm glad I was able to show you. Moving on. Now, if Samsung is already experimenting with how we multitask, what about how we interact with our visuals and media? Let me show you something in the next one, which is Galaxy Labs. Most people think the Galaxy application is just for viewing photos, but hidden inside it, Samsung is testing advanced imaging tools, video tweaks, hidden editing behavior, and internal image experiments. And most users have never seen this. So let me show you. So what you're going to do is you're just going to come inside your gallery. And once you're inside your gallery, you're going to come down here into menu, tap on it, and tap on settings here. Tap on that and scroll all the way down. Once you're here, you're going to go to about gallery, tap on it, and over here, you're going to now tap on the version number. Just keep tapping on it. At the bottom here, you can see something show up. Now it just said Gallery Labs is enabled. So you're going to leave here and scroll further down to find Gallery Labs. Then you're going to tap on Gallery Labs. Now here are too many features you might not even have tried or thought about using. Now here, you're able to even open applications in separate windows. This is a feature that allows you to have two different images showing at the same time on your screen that you can easily run comparison. I'm going to turn this on and show you shortly. Before that, let's come here and then let's close this come inside our gallery, pick an image here, and when we tap on these three dots up here, we get several, among which there's nothing about Windows. Then we're going to exit here and then come here into settings, scroll down, gallery labs, and now we're going to turn open in other window here. Then we're going to close this and restart it. Now when I come inside here to a photo that I have, I want to compare this image to that image. So I just tap on these three dots, and now as you can see, there's an increase in the number of options that were here. There's one here which is open in another window. I'm able to tap on it and immediately I've got two of them. Now I can scroll here and now compare these two images. If you look at it carefully, it's just two split screens that are of the same application. So Samsung actually has this feature sitting there, allowing extreme productivity that you probably didn't know. It doesn't end there, because now I've closed one. When we come inside here in menu, settings, scroll down, gallery labs, there are several. If you want private albums where you can hide images that you don't want anyone to be able to just see, you could toggle that on and have it there. As we scroll down, we'll see several features. Here, you can actually put a lock on your albums. So you can have an album lock. That can be done. If you want to be able to save images as PDFs, you can toggle this on as PDF. That. If you want the old style of video navigation, you can toggle that on and have it for yourself. There are several. If you want the timeline inside album, you can toggle that on. So there are several features that are ranging from very old features that seem to have been discontinued, all still sitting here, and even features that we have never thought about. So if you didn't know this lab feature also, I'm glad I was able to show you. Moving on. Now if visuals are getting smarter, what about sound and immersion? Let me show you something inside the Samsung Buds lab. You might know this because this is one of the oldest labs that everyone knows. Now, to better understand this, we're going to take my buds and then we're going to connect it to the phone. Once it's connected, we're able to see that lab. So we come here, we see the connection right there. So during a game session, you tap to shoot, you tap to move, but the sound comes slightly late. This tiny delay throws off your timing, ruins immersion, and makes gameplay feels a bit disconnected, especially the FPS games, competitive games, and rhythm games. You know, I have suffered in playing COD because of this very issue, but this lab feature was actually very helpful, and I'm going to show you today. Now, because of Samsung's new upgrade, we do not find the settings to the buds inside the wearable app, but rather in settings. So you're going to scroll down and go into settings, and once you're here, you're going to find it right here. Then you tap on it, and when you're inside, you're going to scroll down till you get to advanced features and tap on it. You're going to find labs here. Now in here, it's simple. When you turn this lab on, it does one thing only. It reduces sound latency greatly, ensuring that the time you're tapping and the time the action is going on and you hearing the sound are almost in complete sync, and ensuring that your gaming time is superb. Sound synchronization becomes faster. Audio reaches your ears quicker, just as if you're using wired earphones. And I believe this is very helpful. If you didn't know this feature, I'm glad I was able to show you. Moving on. Now to my favorite one. Now, while Samsung is experimenting with media and sound, they are also secretly improving connectivity itself. This brings us to the fourth one, which is the intelligence Wi-Fi labs. Now, have you ever been somewhere where your Wi-Fi is weak and your mobile data is stronger, but your phone keeps clinging onto this weak Wi-Fi anyways? Or maybe your connection is randomly becoming unstable and you don't know why. Samsung actually has hidden connectivity diagnosis and AI switching tools for this. And that's what I'm going to be showing you in this next one. So all you're going to do is you're going to scroll down, go into settings, and once you're here, you're going to go into connections. Tap on that and go into Wi-Fi. At the top corner here, you have three dots. Tap on those three dots and tap on intelligent Wi-Fi. Once you're in here, you're going to come here into the connectivity labs. Now, to get this connectivity labs, you just need to tap on this a couple of times and you're going to see it just show up here. Then you tap on this. In here, it is a game changer. I have done a couple of videos where I explain this. Inside here, you're able to do several things. That's first and foremost, you're able to see how much time you spent on a particular Wi-Fi. So here we can see on Friday how long I stayed on Wi-Fi. Almost 24 hours I was on Wi-Fi. Then we can see on Sunday how much of it, and then it goes on and on. You can see same for the usage, how much of Wi-Fi in gigabytes was used in general. So we can see on Friday there was a lot of it, and then Saturday, Sunday, Monday going through, you're able to see them in real life. All right, when you scroll down, you see all the bands that you actually deal with. The 2.5G, we can 2.5 gigahertz, we can see that. We can see the 5G, that's mostly what I use. All that you see there. Then you see the Wi-Fi standards that you're running on also here. Now, a great addition here is the network information. Here you're able to see all unused Wi-Fi's that you come across, those that are free, those that are not. So those that are secured, we can see them here, and those that are unsecured and not used are also found here. And mostly that's what you find there. A great tool here is the home Wi-Fi inspection. Again, I have explained it in a couple of videos before, but this allows you to check where your router is by going through a series of taps here and there to find the speed of the Wi-Fi depending on the location you find yourself in. This allows you to place your Wi-Fi router right to be able to get the most out of your Wi-Fi router or extender. So that's a feature also there. In here, we've got a developer mode that allows you to go way much further, giving you connection information. In here, you're able to know the strength of different Wi-Fi's that you are on and decide which one you want to stick permanently on. Here, you're able to tap on Wi-Fi diagnosis to understand what is wrong with particular Wi-Fi's that you deal with. So you can do a network diagnosis on the Wi-Fi that you're on. So yeah, this and many more. Several things that you can do. This is going to help your streaming, gaming, fast switching between Wi-Fi networks. There you have it, a way to improve your Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi interaction with your phone is going to help probably in your gaming, streaming, and even diagnosing of bad network and placing of routers. If you didn't know this lab, I'm glad I was able to show you. Moving on. Now, if Samsung is improving how your phone connects, they are also improving how the files behave. And in this, we're going to the next one, which is the My Files lab. And it's a very important one you'll thank me for. So most people use My Files, which is My Files right there. But hidden inside our advanced file management features, most people have never touched. And I'm going to show you quickly, because in here is going to be able to present you with some things that you would find out that you needed, but you never even attempted to pick. And this one, I'm sure people haven't touched. So what you're going to do here is once you're here, you're going to go above here to these three dots, tap on it and tap on settings. When this is opened, you're going to scroll down till you get to about My Files. Then here, you're not going to be tapping on the version number. No, that's not going to do anything. Rather, you're going to be tapping on the My Files itself. So you're going to tap on it until you see there, Enable File Labs. Okay. And once you've seen that, you're going to come out here and you're going to see this. In case you don't see this, you just want to close your files and come back in. Then you can tap on My File Labs. Now look at this. Currently, let's look at something. When you're inside files, you go inside your files, you hold a file like this, you try to delete, you only get the option to send it into the bin. But when you are now here inside lab settings, and then you come inside here, you're now able to do this. It shows the permanent delete option in the delete dialog. So you can turn this on and now you're going to be getting a permanent delete option right there. Then also here, it reorganizes folders, and this is going to tidy the folders that have over 100 items inside it and reduce the time for finding items. So you can toggle that also on and it's going to be helpful. If you want to enable the default viewer, you can do that. So if you want your default viewer to be your local storage or you want it to be your network storage, you get the ability to toggle that on. There's also a developer mode that you can help into for data history and file operation history. If you need that information, you can. So now when we come inside here, we try to delete something and try to delete, we get the option to permanently delete, and that is a feature you might need. So if you didn't know all these features, I'm glad I was able to show you. Moving on. Activity matters. Samsung has hidden tools for creators and photographers, and let me show you. If you're into photography, Samsung's normal camera is already powerful, but hidden inside Expert Raw Labs are features designed for people who really want control. And let me show you some of these because they might help you with astrophotography tweaks, ND filter experiments, raw processing control, and computational photography settings. So let's go. First, you want to go into the Expert Raw application itself. So you're going to tap on it. And once you're inside, you're going to tap on these four dots and tap on settings. Once you're inside here, you're going to find Expert Raw Labs right here, and you're going to tap on it. So inside here, you're able to enable some of these. Astrophotography, you can enable. You can enable astro portraits, multiple exposures, and even ND filters. So if these are any things or some of the things you want to use, you want to be able to come here and then use this lab to better your photography game. So this in general is actually going to help you with advanced photography, advanced camera processing, experimental photography features, and pro level image control. If you didn't know these features, I'm glad I was able to show you. Moving on. And finally, Samsung even hides experimental casting features, and I'm going to show you how to get access to this. Now this one is a bit hidden. Sometimes you're casting, that means you're pushing your content on your phone to another screen for casting, and it simply refuses to work. Or you just wish Samsung ecosystem would do more for you. That's where this lab comes into play. So what you're going to do basically is scroll down, and whilst you're here, scroll down again, or let me show you a hidden feature quickly. Take 2 fingers and scroll from the top. Immediately you're in. All right. It's going to bring you into this. Then you're going to come here into the smart view, which is for mirroring or casting, and you're going to hold on to it. That's going to give you these 3 dots. Tap on those 3 dots and tap on settings. Once you're here, you're going to now tap on labs. Allow all applications to be casted. Sometimes some applications will just not be casting, so with this feature turned on, you are able to do that. You're able to find applications that allow the cast, and also here for Chromecast support, you can turn that also on. So these are, there we have it, several labs that you probably haven't tried or thought of using. So now tell me honestly, which one of these labs shocked you the most, and more importantly, how many of these labs did you already know existed before today? Drop your answer in the comment section, because definitely I will be coming up with a full series where we will be diving in more into Samsung hidden features, secret good luck tools, experimental One UI settings, and advanced Samsung tricks that people never use. If this is going to be helpful to you, please don't forget to hit the like, smash the subscribe button to come back for more, and hit the bell notification icon so you don't miss out on any video that I post. On that note, I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.